Okay, I am going to take you through some note-taking strategies that are going to help you out later on this week. Basically, I've included 5 different strategies for taking notes, and kind of briefly explain each one. And then you get to decide what strategy or strategies work for you. And then as you conduct your research, this is how you'll use some of these methods to take notes. So, how to be awesome at note-taking. Basically, the first step is why even bother taking notes? Taking notes is going to help you recall important information. I take notes all the time so I don't forget what I need to do. We keep a planner. Sometimes you take notes if a teacher's just talking to you and you know you're going to need it later on, so lecture notes. Sometimes you'll take notes as you annotate, or if there's certain words you don't understand and you can mark up a text. So it helps you recall what you need to remember, understand what you learned, basically. So kind of helps you review in some way, shape, or form. It ensures that you're close reading a text or actively listening. So again, if you're marking the text or if you are paying attention, especially if you're off to college, sometimes teachers will just lecture and you're expected to take notes. So Cornell Notes seems to work the best for me because I'll put the key point on one side and then take notes on the other. Taking notes requires, that you think about. See if I can move myself. I'm in the way now. I don't think I can. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Take a field trip. Thinking about what you're writing. So, especially if you're not a avid note taker, you'll have to think about, am I writing too much, too little? Were my notes very basic, not enough information? So you actually have to think about it. So it's that metacognition again. And it helps you make connections between the topics, helps you review material at a later time. So let's move forward here. Maybe. Now I'm in the way again, I think, so it won't let me. Oh, there we go. Okay, so the first method, Cornell. We're all familiar with Cornell Notes. If you're an avid, you're really familiar with Cornell Notes, or if you had Miss Devnich. Jevin Keel changed the name, and he calls them Rummel Notes. Basically, it's a way to organize your paper. So like I said, I put my key terms or topics on one side instead of questions, and then the notes on the other. The bottom portion can be for summaries. And I will share the CK High Cornell Note form with you that you can just type directly on it. You can also use notebook paper and fold it like a quarter and then a little bit at the bottom to make those lines for Cornell Notes. And it helps you kind of differentiate between main points, details, study cues, and so on. And it's nice and neat and organized, so you don't have to hunt around for your information. What does it look like? Just like I said, you divide the paper up. You have the left-hand column where you would write key terms, questions, vocabulary words, whatever. And then on the right-hand side of your paper is where you write your notes. And then if you choose to do the summary, then that goes at the bottom of the page. I usually skip the summary part because I'm lazy. But that's why we called it Rummel Notes. Is usually I would just have students take notes here, and we would skip the summary. And then here's a fancy visual for you to look at too. So you have key points and clues, notes and details, and your summary portion. Then we have mapping. Mapping is more artsy. It's a way to organize. We've all done this, especially in middle school, with mapping your ideas before you write an essay. So it's good for visual learners who do not necessarily like to take notes, and it's organized by topic. So when you use mapping, let me move my little face again, see if I can do it. Oops, there we go. It is where you have the main topic up at the top, and then you break it down into subcategories and go down. So we've done that pattern before in other classes, I'm sure. And then outlining, and here I go again, field trip. Oops. There we go. So outlining, again, commonly used in English classes. It's where you have headings and bullet points to organize topics. And what does it look like? Each section starts with a heading, And then you have those subcategories below it. So we've done that before with like you have your introduction and subtopics or your paragraph and then the information that you're going to include. So it shouldn't be a new strategy for you, but you can use it for notes too. It's not just for writing essays. And then here's what it looks like. So we've all done this one with the main topic, or you'd have your intro and then your what's it going to be about, your thesis statement or your paragraphs, and then your main topics, your claim data evidence or claim evidence commentary, all things that we've all used before here, and you just break it down as needed. So we've done that method. And then charting uses columns to organize information. Facts are organized and easy to review, and the page is divided into columns by category. And there would be the charting method. So you would have your topics and your categories. And then sentence method, that's probably the least user-friendly because you're writing a lot. And basically it's writing down each topic as a sentence. So putting in your own words, summarizing. So making yourself accountable to make sure you actually understand and can retain that information. So that is the sentence method. And there it is, sentence. You just have the details. And that is it. So you guys are going to pick a note-taking strategy or strategies that works for you. And later on this week, you're going to be researching, and you'll have to have 6 sources related to your social issues topic. So 6 ways to take notes. Now you can do Cornell method 6 times. So you can mix it up. You can do each strategy once and then repeat. It's totally up to you. And then whatever you use, make sure that you upload your notes on Google Classroom. Happy researching. See you later. Maybe a blooper section where I can't get out of it.